You go on a team night out and he has a drink and he's bouncing on his head and things like that. He was always up to no good. Horrible player. Wears his boots on his head.
Oh, Chris, first of all, thank you so much for welcoming us into your family home like this. And I think I can see what keeps you busy when you're not playing football. Yeah,
it's a lot of hard work. I try to be out more than in with these kids in here, but yeah, you're welcome.
How do you manage to get the balance between family life and playing football professionally?
I'm pretty lucky, to be honest, playing football. That does give me the time to spend a lot of time with kids and my wife. So it's, we finish early days. It's not like a 9 to 5 job, so I'm very lucky. Yeah, I'm very privileged.
Plenty of daddy daycare there.
Yeah, there's a lot, there's a lot.
We're approaching what looks likely to be an 11th title-winning season for yourself. 14 years or so ago since you joined TNS. I just wondered, did you ever imagine back then that you would go on to achieve so much with the club and to stay with the one club for such a long time?
No, just focused on year by year, don't you, in football? And just roll on. All the years rolled into one big 14-year stint, and I've loved it.
Well, I've brought my special green notebook with me, and I thought it would be nice. We've got 11 potential league titles. Can we choose a player from each season in terms of your all-time 11?
Yeah, but I'm going to upset a few people here, aren't I? Leaving a few people here, a few people out.
So, I guess there's only one question in terms of where we start, isn't there, between the sticks?
It's a pretty obvious one for me. My mate, Paul Harrison, captain before myself for many years, very successful. He's probably a silent leader in terms of he leads by example. His standards are sky high every day. Yeah, he's a really good person.
In the 2009-10 title-winning season, Paul Harrison, that was his first title as well, and he currently shares the record with Aidan and yourself for 10 league titles. Obviously now you're in a position where you're going to break that, so will there be a few messages going back and forth between yourselves?
Not yet, but I probably will do. Azza obviously got to 10, didn't he, before myself and H as well, so that was a bit annoying at Connor's key.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to equal them and hopefully go past them both. So I'll have a bit of banter with them when I've done it.
So the next title, the 11-12 season, who would you like to include from that year?
It'll be Phil Baker, so I'll put him right centre-back.
What a player he was.
Unbelievable player, yeah, brilliant. I even think Pip was underrated as well. I think on the ball he was brilliant. Range of passing, long, short, diagonal balls, brilliant. He set everything up for us.
There was 13 clean sheets kept that season.
Yeah, he just made defending look easy, Pip. And as I say, on the ball, he's brilliant.
That 11-12 season, it was a heck of a title race that year as well.
It was. There was a massive rivalry with Bangor at the time. They took it off as the year before the last game of the season at Farrow Road. It was absolutely horrible. And it meant a lot to Pip as well because he was at Bangor before. So it was a really good title, that one.
And of course, that season as well saw your first Welsh Cup win.
Yeah, Welsh Cup's great, isn't it? I love it. Yeah. Still do now. You know, it's a great feeling, the Welsh Cup. It feels special. And we did it Bangor as well, didn't we, at their ground, so that was even better.
The 12-13 season then, who are you going to stick in from that one?
It'll have to be Mike Wilde up front.
What a player as well.
Yeah, still going now, isn't he? Obviously still doing it. It shows how good he is, his longevity, his attitude to still do it. But for TNS, my experience with him is brilliant.
It might sound like an obvious question, but in terms of Mike Wilde, what does he offer to this side?
Loads of headers. Yeah. he should wear his football boots on his head. But no, he's a leader on the pitch, vocal, on and off the pitch, great goal scorer, hold it up. He can just do everything, really. He can. And yeah, he's a good lad.
I think the thing about this season as well was it was the only time that he's ever won top scorer in the league, which is incredible with the amount of goals that he's accumulated over the years.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but he does so much other than goals. While he does so much, he holds it up, he'll win your fouls if you're under pressure. So if he gets golden boot as well as what he does, it's unbelievable.
Obviously then he's moved on to Connor's Quay. He's come back to haunt you a couple of times, hasn't he?
Especially at the venue, Park Hall, yeah, horrible seeing him run past you celebrating in your face.
How do you compare playing with him to playing against him?
There's no comparison, yeah. You want him on your side all day, that's why he's in my team. Definitely don't want to play against him. You have to be looking out the corner of your eye, see where he's coming from with them elbows. But yeah, when you're playing with him, he makes your bad balls look like good ones. So it's what you want as a defender.
The 13-14 season, an exciting young talent emerging within the side at that point as well.
Yeah.
You're going to put in.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in. I'm going to have to put Sam Finley in. He's going to be left of the midfield for me, so I'm going to play diamond and he's play left, so he can get forward and back. Yeah, he was a bundle of energy. Sam, he could do everything. He could defend, he could attack, he was everywhere. Great player, and he's obviously gone on to a higher level now and he deserves it.
What was he like to play with?
Brilliant, breath of fresh air. Obviously, he showed no one respect in a good way.
Right, okay.
Because he was so young, he just took the game by storm. It'd be something different. As I say, his runs from deep, it was unbelievable. But off the pitch as well, he was always up to no good, but in a good way, not nothing bad.
How did that go down in the dressing room? How did players take that?
Good, I think he earned respect from that. So obviously, he wouldn't be shy of shouting at someone like Steve Evans, who been and done everything.
Really?
He was twice his size, you know what I mean? But that was good. That was what made him a good character to have, and that's what built the team around. Obviously, having these good lads on and off the pitch, being good people and different characters all complementing each other.
That season as well, you won the Welsh Cup at the racecourse in Wrexham, didn't you?
Yeah.
2-0 down in the first half against Aberystwyth. You came back then. What are your memories of that day?
That was my best memory in football, probably.
Really?
Yeah, biggest buzz for me. Obviously, as I said previously, I love the Welsh Cup. And being 2-0 down was a big challenge for us at TNS then, obviously, because we're probably expected to win when it's starting the game.
I was going to say, it was probably a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah, it was, yeah. We probably got a bit of a shouting off Craig at half-time, and we went out and, yeah, it was amazing. All family and friends there. Quite a few fans that day. It was just a great feel, and we come back and won 3-2. It was unbelievable.
Now then, that 2014-15 title-winning season was the first time that TNS won the treble. Massive achievement. Who'd you pick from that year?
Easy one, Simon Spender.
Let's just talk about assists for that season, because it was pretty close between you both.
It was, but I won. That was the main thing.
He got 11 and you got 12, was it?
Yeah, one more. We used to have a bit of a bet every year, me and Spence, on assists, because in those days we used to both get forward. It was we used to get a lot of assists, so yeah, we used to have a bit of a friendly bet on it.
And what was he like, to play alongside?
Brilliant. Just he made everyone's job around him easier because his legs were unbelievable. He used to be able to do that all day, and he wouldn't stop. And the winger was trying to track him back, but just get tired in the end, and he'd end up setting a load up. So yeah, it was top player, Spence. He's a coach now, so he does the academy.
I think he comes across as a bit of a character, Simon Spender. Is that the case?
He's just a big kid. He's always messing around. He's always laughing. I think that's why he's probably doing the academy, because he's on the same wavelength as the kids. So yeah,
you said that again, not me.
He fits in well, but no, he's always happy. You never ever see him miserable. That's what you want around the team.
So then we come to 2015-16, which was another treble-winning season. Who are you going to put in from that year?
Another easy one, big Steve Evans. I want him next to me. The back four we had along with H was unbelievable. We all knew what each other were going to do. It was telepathic almost. We spent so much time together on and off the pitch.
What is he really like from someone that knows him?
Selfless. He'd do anything for you. He's a leader on and off the pitch, sorting things out, Christmas nights out. He's involved with everything.
Yeah, was he in charge of that?
Everything, yeah. As I say, just brilliant player, but also off the pitch, a very good friend of mine. Sat next to him in the dressing room. He'd always tell me if it was rubbish, he'd come straight to you. That's what you want. That's what breeds success, honestly. And that's what he had.
You say you want Steve next to you. What are his qualities on the pitch that make him that guy that you want with you?
I don't want him next to me at the bar because he won't buy the drinks, but on the pitch, he's great for me because I wouldn't have to track back. He just headed to me and I'd be away again because I knew he was going to win it. So yeah, I'd love playing next to him. 2016-17, the New Saints win the league title with 85 points. That's incredible. There was a period of 27 consecutive wins. Who are you going to stick in from that season? Well, John Routledge in there.
His first season at the club, was it?
Yeah, first season.
What an impression he made.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He's unbelievable. He changed us completely. He could do everything, John, when he come in. All round, good footballer. You could put him anywhere on the pitch. I think he'd do a job. And
off the pitch and in the dressing room?
Yeah, John's quiet, and then you go on a team night out and he has a drink and he's bouncing on his head and things like that. So yeah, he's great entertainment. He's a good person. Really like him. Easy to get on with. Everyone likes John. And yeah, he's a good laugh on night out. Balancing on the head, we need to see footage of that. We'll get that.
And this season as well, the club actually go into the Guinness World Record for the number of consecutive wins, which is just incredible.
It is, yeah. 27 games. You can't think of winning that many games consecutively. It's crazy. And after we did it, it was a real eye-opener to look back. Wow, 27 games for the whole season. Yeah, it was an unbelievable achievement.
can see the team's really starting to take some shape now.
Yeah, I like the way it looks, yeah.
Let's go to the 17-18 season, where Scott Roscoe is appointed as manager. Which player are you going to put in from that year?
It's got to be Greg Draper. You know what you get McGregor's goals, isn't it?
Well, he won the Golden Boot that season.
Yeah, it's easy for Greg, isn't it, scoring the goals. That's all he wants to do. He wouldn't do much else. Used to shout at him for that, but yeah, you know you're getting 20 to 30 goals. 21
goals, I think, this season, which saw him win the Golden Boot, as I mentioned. I think he did the same again the following season, despite only starting 10 games that year. And I think that kind of baffled people that he was scoring so many goals, yet he wasn't starting games.
Yeah, it did. I think it baffled Greg more than anybody. He used to be moaning about it to me all the time. But yeah, but I think he had probably why he scored so many come off the bench, because he had a massive point to prove.
The 2018-19 season saw the club win an 8th consecutive title. Who are you going to put in from that year? Is there any question really at this point?
It's got to be in Azar Edwards.
What a player, and what a guy as well.
Yeah, good friend of mine, good player, do everything. But the main thing for Aaron, selfless player, he do all the hard yards that people don't want to do. And he's got to be in there. He can do everything. He can tackle, head, he can set goals up, score goals. So yeah, he's got to be in there. I
think what really sticks in mind from that season as well is that goal against Connah's Quay.
Yeah, when he was giving Jock some stick.
It's something, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a great goal, wasn't it? He'll never do that again, or before. But yeah, it was a great goal. This
season, though, marking that 8th consecutive league title, I don't know whether that's something that gets taken lightly almost, but it's a massive achievement.
Yeah, consecutive, yeah, definitely. Massive achievement, but as I said to you previous, you probably do take it for granted when it's, you're doing it all the time, and when you lose it, you realise what you've lost.
Well, you can talk about taking it for granted. You then, of course, failed to win it for a couple of seasons, and Connah's Quay were champions for 2 years. What was that like? Because you're not used to losing as a side.
No, it was a massive shock to the system. It was horrible. One, you could sort of say it was a fluke, but two, definitely wasn't. They deserved it. They were a better team than us over a season. And fair play to them, but it just made us hungrier to win it back.
How much did that hurt you as players?
It did, yeah. That's all we spoke about. It was horrible. We've been so used to having everyone praising us and telling us we were the best, and then we weren't. It was in black and white. The league table doesn't lie, and Connah's Quay were better than us.
So then we reach the 21-22 season, and the league title comes back to Park Hall after a 2-year absence. Who are you including from that year in your side?
I've got to pick Ryan Brobble in my number 10 position. More goals and assists there, loads of tricks and flair. Yeah, he's brilliant. What
do you think makes him stand out and earn his place in this side, considering all the players that you've played with over all the seasons?
I've left a lot of good players out there. I feel guilty, that I could have put there, but Bob's got to be in due to the fact his numbers, he can get goals and assists, time and time, game after game, so he's got to be in there.
Is Brobble as well the type of player that could have gone on to play at a higher level?
Yeah, easily, and he probably still could. But I think probably looking through my whole team, I think all could have played at a higher level. But I think they probably found happiness at TNS as well. It's all about how you feel as well, and we were a real happy group of lads that had success, and it was a great feeling around the place, and that probably did stop a lot of people looking for moves higher up the ladder as well.
Well, we've got one position left. I'm not going to embarrass you by making you say it yourself. You've got to put yourself in there.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I'd like to play with all these players, so...
I'll give you the captaincy as well.
Above Evo and H.
Well, it is your team. You are set to become the most decorated player in the Cymru Premier history. How do you feel about that? How do you reflect on it?
I think you've got to be a good player to stay at TNS for so long. I think that's what I look back with pride on, because there's so much competition for places. There's always new players wanting to come, and managers wanting to bring players in to progress. So I think that's a real good feat, and then you add all that onto it. I am proud to achieve that.
Do you let yourself accept that what you are achieving and what you have achieved over the years is massive?
Yeah, probably not. And I probably only spoke about it today with you being here. And I feel like I still want to win more. I still think there's definitely a couple more titles to be won in my career. So I'll probably think about it more and reflect properly when I finish playing.
what's this experience been like for you, looking now at some of these great names that you've played with, and actually also some of the great names that you've had to leave out?
Yeah, I've left a lot out. I won't even mention because I'll upset even more people for not mentioning them as well. But yeah, I've left a lot of good players out, but the players on there, each name I look at, it gives me good memories on and off the pitch, and it's a nice to look back at.
Well, it's been lovely to have a trip down memory lane with you today. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you.